are glowing in the ashes of the great defeat. I feel the temperature beginning to rise in the heat. I will not be a victim of the shadows or the frost. Nothing of value has been permanently lost. I am the match that strikes against the darkness of the cave.
Il calore si diffonde come un'onda di coraggio, leaving the safety of the cold and frozen anchorage. The oxygen of hope is fueling the inner blaze, breaking the chains of the dull and repetitive days. We are the furnace where the new world is being forged,
spreading through the marrow, climbing up the spine, a human volcano with a purpose so divine. Watch as the smoke begins to clear the air. Feel the rising fire burning through the heavy night, an unstoppable explosion of a pure and holy light. We are the fire of the old and the heralds of the new, the heat of a conviction that is absolutely true. Leaping from the mountain to the center of the sun, the battle for the spirit has already been won.
I've been a flicker in the wind, a candle in the rain, but now I am the lightning across the vast and open plain. The iron in my blood is melting in the intense glow, giving me the strength that I didn't think I'd know.
I'll burn a path through the forest of the light,
And I will reflect the brilliance in my glowing eyes.
we are the sunbeams that can pierce the thickest shield.
The only power to which the cold will ever yield.
No more shivering in the corner of a lonely room.
We are the radiance that
Dispels the heavy gloom,
consuming every doubt.
until there's nothing left to fear.
The vision of the future
It's becoming bright and clear, hotter than the lava, faster than the spark. Feel the rising fire burning through the heavy night, an unstoppable explosion are pulling at the edges of my restless mind, searching for the treasures that the shipwrecked left behind. I am a vast expanse of blue, a deep and salty deep, with secrets that the coral and the ancient caverns keep. My love is an abyss where the sunlight doesn't reach.
Il mio cuore è un oceano senza fine, senza rive, where the rhythm of the planet and the spirit survives.
The currents of the water are the map of my desire, quenching every thirst and cooling every inner fire.
We are the architects of the waves and of the spray,
flowing together in a turquoise and a sapphire display.
Deeper than the anchor, wider than the bay, bound by the salt and the foam of the sea.
We have ocean hearts with a love as deep as the floor,
An endless
horizon that doesn't recognize the shore,
rising with the moon and falling with the morning light.
the power of the water in its majesty and might.
No storm can drain the spirit,
No drought can dry the soul. We are the tides of the world, making everything whole.
I've navigated through the ice and the freezing northern fog, riding our survival in the captain's heavy log.
The whales are the witnesses to the devotion that we share, a weightless belonging in the liquid, heavy air.
I am the navigator of the currents of your grace,
And I will be the island where you find a resting place, with palms of peace and sands of a warm and golden hue, a paradise of emerald for the me and for the you. Every ripple is a story, every wave is a song. This is the environment where we finally belong.
surrendering the body
To the pull of the deep,
where the mysteries of the universe,
ours to keep, clearer than the glass,
stronger than the reef.
we have ocean hearts with a love as deep as the floor,
An endless horizon,
that doesn't recognize a shore,
rising with the moon and falling
with the morning light, the power of the water in its majesty and might.
No storm can drain the spirit,
No drought can dry the soul. We are the tides of the world, making everything whole.
dive deeper, swim
Further
into the blue of
the eternal mother,
from the trenches of the spirit to the surface of the sun.
the journey of the water has only just begun. Deep,
Blue,
infinite. We have ocean hearts with a love as deep as the floor, an endless horizon that doesn't recognize taking everything home, carry us home
on the waves,
ocean hearts. The air is heavy with the pressure of the things unsaid, a turbulent emotion that I've learned to fear and dread. It doesn't roar like lions or crash like waves upon the sand, but I can feel it vibrating within my trembling hand. A hurricane of feelings in a quiet, locked-up room.
La tempesta danza dentro senza fare rumore, the internal combustion of a hidden burning core. The lightning strikes the spirit,
but the world cannot see
the violent struggle to be brave and finally be free.
I am a captive of a weather that only I can feel.
Wait for the equilibrium
to break the heavy seal,
searching for the courage
to make the invisible real.
Colder than the glacier,
hotter than the cold.
it's a silent storm
raging in the center of the peace.
An internal conflict
that is begging for release.
The thunder is the heartbeat,
The wind is the sigh,
a tempest under the surface
of a clear and blue sky.
No one hears the crashing,
No one sees the rain,
but we are the survivors of the invisible pain. I'll walk through the debris of the thoughts I've kept inside,
the wreckage of the moments when I didn't have the pride
to speak the honest truth and let the clouds finally part.
cleaning up the aftermath of a shattered, lonely heart.
I am the master of the gale that blows within my chest,
And I will give you shelter, I will give you a place to rest,
until the winds
subside and the atmosphere is calm.
applying to the trauma soft and healing balm.
We don't need the noise to prove the power of the fight. We just need the steady strength to make it through the night.
Watching as the pressure
Begins to slowly drop,
knowing that the spinning has to eventually stop.
deeper than the canyon, wider than the plain.
It's a silent storm,
Raging in the center of the peace
internal conflict
that is begging for release.
The thunder is the heartbeat,
The wind is the sigh,
a tempest under the surface
of a clear and blue sky.
No one hears the crashing,
No one sees the rain,
but we are the survivors of the invisible pain.
let it blow, let it blow, let it rain. as the petals and the lavender of evening skies. No rough edges left to bruise the tenderness we share. A quiet luxury that's breathing in the stagnant air. I am wrapped in the comfort of your mahogany voice.
La tua anima è pura, un tessuto di rara bellezza, caressing the spirit with a deep and warm finesse. I've walked through the briars and the thorns of the world, but now I am safe where the banners are furled. Your kindness is a fabric that can shield me from the cold.
Smooth as the river's stone, rich as the darkest wine, where the threads of our existence start to intertwine. A quality of spirit that is impossible to buy. We possess a velvet soul, woven with the finest gold.
A story of 1,000 years
that's never been told.
soft
To the touch, but strong enough to stand the strain. A shelter from the winter and the biting of the rain.
exquisite and refined in every fiber, every part.
The masterpiece of feeling in the gallery of the heart.
I remember the grit and the gravel of the lonely road, the weight of the iron and the heavy dusty load. But you've polished the spirit until it started to gleam, transforming the nightmare into a lucid dream. My rougher instincts have been tamed by your touch.
And I have learned that loving doesn't have to hurt so much. It can be a cushion, it can be a gentle bed, where the angry words of the past are never said. We are the artisans of a soft and steady flame, giving a new meaning to a tired and broken name.
Layer upon layer of a deep and plush desire,
Burning with the embers of a sophisticated fire, purer than the silk, deeper than the moss.
we possess
A velvet soul, woven with the finest gold.
a story of 1,000 years
That's never been told. Soft to the touch, but strong enough to stand the strain. A shelter from the winter and the biting of the rain.
exquisite and refined in every fiber, every part.
The masterpiece of feeling in the gallery of the heart.
Feel the grain of the life we've made.
No colors will ever begin to fade. It's a durable mercy, a luxury of peace, where all the abrasions of the ego finally cease.
Touch the heart,
Smooth the path.
velvet.
We possess a velvet soul.
We possess a velvet soul.
Story of 1,000 years that's never been told. Soft to the touch, but strong enough to stand the strain. A shelter from the winter and the biting of the rain.
Exquisite and refined in every fiber, every part.
The masterpiece of feeling in the gallery of the heart.
Softly,
So desert of my pride was cracked and parched beneath the heat. I laid my heavy armor at the fountain of defeat. No judgment fell upon me, only droplets of the rain, a cool and gentle washing for the fever and the pain. I found a tenderness I didn't think I could deserve.
La tua benevolenza ha calmato ogni mio nervo, a healing oil that softens every sharp and jagged edge. I stand upon the threshold of a high and rocky ledge, and instead of falling down, I am lifted by the air,
surprised by the compassion of a silent answered prayer.
Like a mother's soft embrace or a summer's evening breeze, bringing all the chaos of the ego to its knees.
Lighter than the downy wings, sweeter than the honey.
Oh, sweet mercy,
You are the medicine I need, planting in the furrowed heart a revolutionary seed.
you don't count the failures,
All the times we lost our way,
you simply bring the radiance
of a brand new sunny day.
a river of forgiveness
That is flowing to the sea,
unlocking every shackle.
just to set the spirit free.
I remember when my heart was like a cold and iron fist, blindly striking shadows in a thick and heavy mist.
But your patience was a sunlight that could melt the frozen steel, teaching me the language of the things I ought to feel. I am a witness to the power of a quiet, gentle soul.
It's the only kind of alchemy that makes a person whole.
To be seen in all our weakness and be loved for who we are, a map of constellations for a bruised and lonely star.
The bitterness has vanished like a vapor in the light,
Replacing every grievance with a vision pure and bright.
melting every mountain of the stubborn cold disdain, absorbing all the poison and the memory of pain.
Clearer than the crystal, softer than the moss.
So sweet mercy,
You are the medicine I need, planting in the furrowed heart a revolutionary seed.
you don't count the failures,
All the times we lost our way,
you simply bring the radiance
of a brand new sun. ivy climbs the pillars of the throne we used to share. Ancient dust is settling in the stagnant, heavy air. I find the broken pottery of a civilization gone, walking through the courtyards in the early purple dawn. The flags are tattered, but the spirit lingers in the hall.
Le mura parlano di una gloria ormai svanita, a chapter of a history that was larger than a life.
I trace the maps of empires that the sand has swallowed whole, seeking for the remnants of a kingly, noble soul.
The lions of the gate are sleeping under piles of stone, digging through the layers of the forgotten centuries, searching for the symbols and the hidden master keys
to unlock the secrets of the buried past.
Deep within the lost kingdom,
we are reclaiming the crown, lifting up the legacy that the ages tried to drown.
beyond the ruined arches
And the fallen temple walls, a majestic invitation where the destiny still calls.
we are the heirs of a greatness that refused to disappear.
The sovereigns of a memory that is ringing loud and clear.
I will clear the brambles from the path toward the keep, awakening the ledges from their long and dusty sleep. The iron gates will groan as they swing open once again, washing off the rust with the falling of the rain.
My sword is made of honor, my shield is made of truth,
And I will find the
fountain of an everlasting youth, restoring all the tapestries of vibrant blue and red, honoring the words that the ancient prophets said. This is not a graveyard, it's a cradle for the new, a sanctuary built for the chosen and the few.
polishing the jewels until they catch the morning light.
Ending the dominion of the long and hollow night, sturdier than the granite, older than the oak. Deep within the lost kingdom, we are reclaiming the crown, lifting up the legacy that the ages tried to drown.
Beyond the ruined arches
And the fallen temple walls, a majestic invitation where the destiny still calls.
we are the heirs of a greatness that refused to disappear.
The sovereigns of a memory that is ringing loud and clear. Rebuild the towers,
Light the signal fires
cease the hunger of the soul's desires.
from the rubble of the old. We create a holy ground
Where the jewels of the spirit are finally being found. Recover the glory, rewrite the story. Long live the king. Deep within the lost kingdom, we are reclaiming the crown,
lifting up the legacy
that ringing loud and clear. The throne